Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
All right, welcome to What's on Tap podcast, and I'm your host, Stefan.
I'm your host, Martin.
Let's get that out of the way. Got to get those formalities out of the way before we start jumping into things. And we are out and about today.
Finally, our listeners have been waiting for this for so long for us to actually go somewhere and say, hey, what's on tap?
I know, we did that today. We went and, except we didn't have to say what's on tap because there was a big placards behind the bartenders that listed all of the beers that they have. But it's so nice to be out. It's spring, or I guess it's summer in Sweden. By the time this comes out, it'll probably not be spring because we have a backlog. But it's a great day for drinking beer. And there's a lot of beers on tap from a lot of guest breweries. But today we are at Stormgatan taproom by Hyllie Brewery, which is in lovely, beautiful downtown Malmö, Sweden. And it's been around for a year and a half, 2 years?
It started during COVID.
So yeah, at least in the past 2 years.
Which is a ballsy move. But it worked.
I think they didn't have a choice. I think once you kind of commit to it, you're kind of stuck with that. I know that Benchwarmer's Taproom also had the same issue where they opened and right after the COVID hit. And it was like, damn. But yeah, so we've been meaning to get down here for a while and just haven't been able to get our shit together enough to do it. And now we're here and we're going to try some beers and talk about the place a little bit.
Exactly. We've selected two beers that will hopefully reflect positively on the location.
Yeah. So what's happening is there's a beer event happening the day after we're recording this, where a bunch of different breweries are going to at a smallish beer festival one day.
It's a mini festival.
Yeah, it's a mini festival. But the Stormgatan is premiering one beer from each of the breweries that won't be at the festival. So we thought, well, hell, we got to get down there and try those beers out.
It's the perfect pre-party because I really don't want a pre-party where it's the same beers as the festival. Like, don't do that. Like MBCC in Denmark, they usually have events leading up to the festival.
Yeah.
But those events include so many beers that are on the festival.
Well, it gives you a chance to buy the beers to take home with you a lot of times.
That's true. Those are good. But then they're also on draft. Like, come on.
True. It does feel kind of like a missed opportunity.
Yeah. So hopefully these beers won't be on the festival tomorrow.
Well, that's what they say on their Facebook announcement. So we'll see how it goes. So what do we have up first?
The first beer is from a Lithuanian brewer.
Of course, I was expecting this.
Well, we have to podcast. We haven't podcasted here before, so we needed to.
We just got the guest appearance.
Jesus Christ! No.
You're welcome to sit down and join us if you want.
No, I gotta work, but I would love to another time.
All right.
So this was Stoffe. He keeps the beer flowing here.
I tried to.
Without him, no beer.
Dude, try. I hope you enjoy everything today, and also that you're joining tomorrow at the festival.
We're definitely joining tomorrow at the festival.
I love that.
This is the pre-party.
This is the pre-party. You should interview all the breweries. They're all here.
Oh, we might.
Genys right over there from Lithuania.
That why they're over there talking to themselves?
Yeah, they're afraid of everything. We got Mondo over there, Sebab, Okia, it's right over there.
All right.
That is cool, but we need to finish our this is about the Stormgatan taproom.
Right, okay.
We'll get to everything else.
Sounds good.
Thanks, man. That was Stoffe, who is the bar manager here.
Yeah, he does a great job with this place. So originally it opened up and it was just this one kind of location. There was a little so on the back of the space there is the brewery itself where they make the beers, and then they kind of open up the front part. It looks kind of like a garage in that sense, where you have the sitting and you have the taps. But there used to be a food truck that was inside the tap room, and what they've done is right around the corner, like I don't know, what is that, 50 meters away or so, 100 meters away?
Exactly.
They opened a kind of a street food restaurant, and they've got pretty good food, little mix of stuff. You can sit here at the bar and order from there, and they'll bring it over to you. But it's a low ABV bar, so you can go in and buy lots of cans that are 3.5% and under from a lot of like prestige craft breweries. So it's really, really, really nice as well.
So speaking about Stormgatan, they're supposed to have 10 taps, but there are always more taps available when we get here because they kind of put on these extra. I forget what they're called, but these mini kegerators, whatever. So now they have 13 beers on. I don't remember the last time I saw only 10 here. But there are only 10 main taps.
True.
But back to the beer. So this is Genys Brewery from Kaunas, Lithuania.
All right.
And it's their tattoo lager.
It looks really nice. It's very clean, very pale lagery kind of beer.
Smells kind of bready.
It tastes a little bready, but it's really, I don't know, it's really mellow. It's kind of
very mellow and easy drinkable, but it's very sweet also.
Yeah, it does fall on the Swedish lager side for sure. A lot of kind of a corn build in there. It feels like to kind of brighten it and sweeten it up a little bit. It's very very drinkable. I think it's a really nice lager with that goes probably really great on a warm summer day.
Like this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now we don't have the sun directly.
I don't know where the sun went. It was really sunny here a second ago. Now it's kind of cooled off a little bit, but it's still going to be a nice warm Swedish day, which means like mid 70s. Low 20s, low 20s, you know. So,
but this is a pretty good lager. It kind of blends in with other beers, and I don't really know where to grade it. Maybe like a 3.7.
Yeah, the problem with lagers is it's very hard to distinguish lagers one from another. They either taste really good or they taste really not good.
Exactly.
But to go in and say like, oh, this is like the most amazing taste flavors I've ever had, doesn't really happen that often.
But it is very fun with a completely new brewery and from Lithuania, where we're not used to getting that many beers from.
Yeah. I'd definitely give this a 3.75.
Nice. Oh, 3.75, of course. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I know. I just assumed that's what you were going to say. All right, so what do we have next?
Next, we have from the actual Hyllie Brewery that actually run the taproom. This is the 212 Saison, right? It's a Saison.
Is it a Saison?
Maybe it's a pale ale.
Yeah, that was pale ale.
I need to double check.
Yeah, it's not a Saison. I think that was the other beer that they have on tap. That was the staff brewed beer.
Right. This is American pale ale.
Yeah.
And I think you and all of our friends have had it. I think I'm the last person in the world to actually try this.
All right. Well, let's get your opinion on what do you think?
It's really drinkable. There is a hop punch in the aftertaste that I actually quite enjoy. That I would expect from a heavier IPA. Not really a double IPA, but the bitterness, I think, it's a better bitterness than I expected from a pale ale.
I would say it's got a really nice bitter backbone to it.
Yep.
I think the carbonation is really, really nice and really elevates the beer, makes it a lot more lighter and playful than you would expect. I think it's a really quite nice pale ale.
The bitterness actually still resides on my taste buds.
It's definitely a lingering bitterness, which is really great. It helps give the beer a little more character and body. All right, we're joined by Pontus now. Back again.
Pontus actually arrived now. Welcome to the podcast.
Again.
Does this count as a guest appearance?
It does, because it's an impromptu guest appearance.
I think then Pontus is now going up into the lead. I think he's surpassing Björn.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
So we've been talking about Stormgatan and the mini festival yesterday and these two beers.
Yes.
The festival yesterday?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Did I say yesterday?
You did. I was just going to let it go, but way to call him out.
Yeah, I actually met the brewers yesterday from Mondo over at the taproom.
Nice.
So I tried most of their beers there and said there's going to be another one here today, and they're going to have their own house pilsner tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh, cool.
Which is voted the best pilsner in England.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Did we get that Mondo beer?
I think so, yeah. I think it's one of the... We have several other beers in front of us that we're not reviewing for the show, and I think it's the first one that I have.
You could include it.
If you want to. All right. It doesn't matter to me. All right.
We've already talked about too much.
All right. So what would you give this?
A low 4.
Low 4? I'm going to give it a 3.75 as well. It's good, very drinkable. I had it before and quite liked it. I would easily drink, half pint of this. It's pretty nice. All right.
Yeah. So you can find us on whatsonthappodcast.com, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you can. Spotify. I already said that.
Yes, it's Facebook.
Basically, we're Facebook.
Yeah.
Do you usually say Facebook?
Yeah.
Lame.
Well,
you can find us wherever you find good quality podcasts. So until next time.
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.